Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here and welcome to the third and final part of our Uuna video series. So again, all props and thanks go to the WoW Secrets Discord group which found out all the information that you're going to see in this video. And I will leave a link to, a Wowhead link that is, to all of this information as well. So in the first episode we covered how to actually get Uuna as a non-combat pet, and in the second video we went through the storyline section which upgrades her into this pretty awesome Draenor with all this stuff like the wand and the crown and what have you. And so please do go and check those out if you haven't done those yet. But if you have, then come and join me today. We're going through the World Tour part of the series for Uuna, the final part as I say, and then we will be done with it. So to begin with, make your way over to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, and you can get a portal to this location from Dalaran over at the Broken Isles. But there's many other ways to get there as well, of course. This is probably going to be the quickest for those of us that are playing this through Legion. And what we want to do is make our way over... Oh, actually, I haven't actually explored this place, but it's well over here at the western part, the gate of the setting sun. So the coordinates for this one are 8:59. I'll start powering over there, and I'll see you in a few moments. Okay, so here we are at the gate of the setting sun. And we're just going to go ahead and summon Uuna there. I'm not sure exactly the location we need to get to. There we go, so it's around about here. And we'll trigger the first bit of dialogue. So the way this works, this particular World Tour episode, is that we need to go to predetermined locations and trigger some dialogue by having our non-combat Uuna pet out. And once we trigger the dialogue, then, well, that will be the end of that particular location, as you can see. So if we go ahead and paste the macro, and you can get this off the Wowhead website, off the link in the video description, you can see that Uuna's World Tour 1 is now done. That was this particular location here, and we've got 7 more to go, numbers 2 through to 8. And that's pretty much all we're going to have to do. Now, the game gives us no hint as to what each location is going to be. Hence, where WoW Secrets Discord came in handy. People were literally going all over the place in order to find these locations. And the next location is going to be the Nighthold over at Suramar. Okay then folks, so a bit of a problem. I am at the location here in Suramar, just at the Nighthold. I'll show you where that is on the map. And I've pulled out little Uuna. I've killed a couple of enemies so that I can run around without being distracted. And I just cannot seem to get it to trigger the dialogue. And this is definitely the correct location. But I did a little bit of research and apparently this is bugged. Now you do have to have the achievements for this to trigger. Insurrection and Good Samaritan, which is basically all the quests done in the place of Suramar, in the zone of Suramar. But I have got those achievements and it's still not triggering. I've heard that Horde tend to do it without bugging out, but Alliance, which is the only character I've got is Alliance that's completed those achievements, does tend to bug. So unfortunately, it seems I'm now at the mercy of Blizzard to release a hotfix of some kind so that we can actually go ahead and proceed further on from this particular point. But as it stands right now, that's pretty much going to be the end. So what I'm going to do is not put this video out immediately. I'll wait until this is fixed and then I'll continue on from this point. But hopefully that won't be too much longer. Alright then folks, well it's actually the next day for me now, 23rd of January. And apparently this bug has been fixed overnight, which was interesting because I logged in. Literally where I logged off, in the same place, before I even had a chance to load up my recording software, and I managed to get this part of the World Tour done. So if I just show you my World Tour macro here, you can see that World Tour 2 is now done. I literally logged in and got the dialogue from Uuna here. And I actually see there was a hotfix that went live because on MMO Champion, they posted all the hotfixes from the 22nd, which was last night. And indeed, one of them is in fact that Uuna will now correctly trigger her dialogue for the Horde and Alliance at the gates of Suramar at the Nighthold. So that should be fixed now by the time you watch this. Hopefully you won't have the problems that I had. But at least now we can move on. And our next destination is going to be Krasus Landing, which is Dalaran. And it's the Legion version of Dalaran. So I'm just going to go ahead and hearth over there now. And hopefully it won't take too long to load up. Sometimes the loading screen for Dalaran can take a few moments. But yeah, that's okay. I'm running a double SSD in RAID 0 mode, so get some pretty good loading speeds, which is really going to be dependent on the hard drives and SSDs that you're using for loading speeds in WoW, more than anything else, to be honest with you. So let's just see if we can get some action here with Uuna for part 3. Yes, there we go. So 4 more lines of dialogue here. Okay. Right, so next up we're going back to Dragonblight. So once again I recommend just going to the centre of Dalaran and using the portal in order to make your way there. In fact, I'm going to log back onto my previous character, my druid, because it's already in Dragonblight from one of the previous steps. Right, so I've literally just used the portal here, and I think we just have to fly down a little bit in order to get to the right location, towards the bottom in fact. And then the drakes that are flying around is pretty much what's going to take Uuna's attention here. So we'll just go to the coordinates and bring Uuna out. There we go. So I'll just show you where I am on the map, just next to the Worm's Temple. And she wants one for a pet, which ends the line of dialogue for this particular place. And our next location is the good old Cataclysm Zone of Mount Hyjal. See you there. Right, so basically what I did was just take the portal from Dalaran to Stormwind. You could also do it to Orgrimmar if you're Horde. And over here we have the Cataclysm portals, and one of which will take us, of course, to Hyjal. So there might be quicker ways to get there, but off the top of my head, that's the way I thought of. And we're just going to bring Uuna out. Make our way over to the correct location. Not far from where we spawn, actually. Come back. And should trigger around here. Ah, yes, it was. Exactly right location. So if you see that portal, just come to the side of the lake. And Uuna seems satisfied now. So our next location is going to be Kun-Lai Summit. So the quickest way there off the top of my head is back to Dalaran and then through the portal to Vale of Eternal Blossoms. And then just fly over from there to Kun-Lai Summit. And I've already made my way there on my druid. So I'll see you there in a moment. Kun-Lai Summit then, and you want to basically come to the snowy mountain, to the very top of the snowy mountain, and hopefully that should trigger what we need. There we go, look, straight away. So we're nearly done with the world tour after this one. Okay, and that's the final line of dialogue. So next up then, we are heading over to the Blackrock Mountain. So Blackrock Mountain is over at the Eastern Kingdom, so make your way there by any means. And it's, where is it? Around about there. Okay, so Burning Steps is what you want. You can also get to Blackrock Mountain from Searing Gorge, but trust me, for this particular one, Burning Steps is the best location. And in Burning Steps, Blackrock Mountain is located around here. So I'm going to log on to my Paladin again, since I've already got to that location, and I'll be right back with you. Here I am then at the entrance to Blackrock Mountain. On my Paladin, you can see where that is on the map just there. And we're going to head on inside here, leave the Burning Steps. And as we go around, we want to basically stay to the left. I'm going to summon Uuna at this point. And at some point, as we go around the Great Span here, we should trigger the dialogue. There we go. So just head left as you come in, and it won't take long until you do so. So I've got to be honest, I've got quite a few fond memories of coming here into Blackrock Mountain, making my way through Blackrock Depths, doing horrible escort quests back in Vanilla WoW. and then going through Molten Core, and the excitement of downing our first raid bosses for the first time. Wow, can't believe that's like 13 years ago now. And here we are, look, still playing. Wow, impressive. Alright then, so after we finish with the dialogue here, we actually have just one more to go, and that's back in Shadowmoon Valley over at Draenor. So for that one, I'm just going to use the Garrison Hearthstone. That'll take me straight back into Shadowmoon Valley, and I'll see you over there. So we're literally flying to the Temple of Karabor, or the Black Temple as it's now known when we head over to Outland. And once again, we're just going to bring Uuna out into the fray here. And just at the entrance, we'll kick off the dialogue. And this is the final location that we need to do as far as the World Tour is concerned. So I'm hoping that after this, we'll get our final reward. Okay, so this now is the dialogue we get for completing the entirety of the quest chain, or the World Tour, or the Storyline, or whatever it is you want to call it. And our reward is that Uuna is very happy to be our friend, and she'll frequently give you hugs. And that's it. That is your reward for this particular exploration quest, along with the fact that we get to learn a bit of story, of course, of this particular NPC, which I know many of you in the Wowhead comments anyway were very excited about. But to be honest, it's possible there's actually something more to this particular quest line that we just haven't discovered yet. But I'll keep an eye on the WoW Secrets Discord server, and if anything does pop up, we'll make another video of it in the future. But for now, that brings us to the end of Uuna's story, and at least she's ended up with a nice happy ending. And also, don't forget, we have upgraded her appearance as well. Well, anyway, folks, thanks for stopping by. If you've enjoyed watching, and if this video has been helpful to you, please don't forget to leave a like. And I'll see you soon for more WoW secrets as and when they're uncovered. Take care, guys. Goodbye.